Hi guys, I'm Cindy and with me here are my groupmates. Today we will be presenting about Introduction to Chemical Engineering. Basically, chemical engineering has knowledge of three basic physical sciences: physics, chemistry, and biology along with mathematics to address the world needs by creating new technologies and improving existing technologies. Its impact on life in more ways than you can imagine. From laptop, oranges, or two perfect pair of jeans. But how? Just imagine, there are three oranges I used to make one glass of oranges. But what about making thousands of oranges in a minute? Hence, chemical engineering needs to think about all the processes involved so that the oranges can be sent all around the world. Chemical engineers also provide clean food and sanitation to community, advancing healthcare by developing vaccines to cure disease and producing food to feed our growing global population. Chemical engineering not only involves learning theory in lectures, but applying what we learn in practical lab sessions, exploring new technologies, and developing industrial strategy. Chemical engineers also need to have skill in critical thinking, problem solving, and project management. Wow, it really makes an impact of the world of sustainability.
Hi guys, I'm Faika. Since now you all are familiar with what chemical engineering is, I'm going to explain on the career path of a chemical engineer. But first, don't be confused by this name. Do you know that 90% of the study consists of physics and maths, but only 10% are chemistry? Aha, this is where people often get confused, but now not anymore. Students may choose to study pure chemical engineering from the start and then choose your specific field on the third or fourth year. Or maybe if you are sure of your interest, you may choose on a specific branch from the start. Students will learn things like designing the production unit of a chemical plant, knowing their operations, knowing their conditions, and also many more. In chemical engineering, we also have a lot of other branches of study such as environmental, biomedical, and the most famous oil and gas industry. The highest average salaries are usually received by those in the oil and gas industries. But bear in mind, the higher the salary, the greater the risk will be, so choose wisely. As chemical engineers are needed in various fields, you may choose to work in labs or even in the offices and also industrial plants. Chemical engineering job title is not only chemical engineer. Graduates may choose to work as design manager, pollution control engineer, and also process engineer. Now that you guys already know the basic infos of chemical engineering, I'll pass to my friend to explain all the technologies that we use in this field.
Hello everyone, I'm Lavindra. Let's talk about chemical engineers' work style. Normally, chemical engineers work mostly in office and laboratories. They may spend time at industrial plants, refineries, and other locations where they monitor or direct operations or solve on-site problems. Nearly all chemical engineers work full-time. They may have to work additional hours to meet the production targets and design standards or troubleshoot problems with manufacturing processes. Some chemical engineers work more than 40 hours per week. At times, they must supervise construction or production line. Although chemicals can be dangerous, where workers follow strict rules and injuries are rare. Chemical engineers should have interest and aptitude in maths and science as well strong analytical skills. They must be able to work in teams and to communicate their ideas effectively. Chemical engineers must be creative and imaginative and enjoy the challenge of solving problems. An engineer can wear a variety of different clothing depending on the job location and responsibilities. As a chemical engineer, they should always wear protective gear such as safety gloves or goggles and hard hats. Sometimes, works in hazardous conditions such as around chemicals and machinery.
Hi everyone, I'm Mizan and I'll be explaining what is unit operation and example of technology used for its unit operation. Chemical engineering includes a wide range of topics including unit operation that was significant in the early phase of the field, as well as all system and equipment used in a chemical process. A unit operation is any part of a multiple-step process which can be considered to have a single function. These unit operations are connected to create an overall process to obtain the desired product from the starting materials. Chemical engineers will spend their time at industrial plants or refineries to monitor or solve on-site problems which are related to the unit operation. There are many unit operations, but in this course, we will focus only on few of them such as humidification, where it is useful in the chemical plant to supply cold stream for heat exchangers and absorption, which help to separate solid from a gas phase. Next, we have distillation, which separates mixtures of liquid of different components based on its boiling point. Lastly, we have liquid-liquid extraction and solid-liquid extraction, where one extracts solid between two immiscible solvents, meanwhile the other one extracts solid between a solid and a solvent.
Becoming an engineer, you will have the option to work at a chemical plant. So, you must know the best option of chemical plant that are available in your country and how they operate. In Malaysia, petrochemical plant is the best option available since petrochemical industries have become the largest contributor to national economy. In fact, according to U.S. Energy Information Administration, about 6.1 billion barrels oil reserves found in Malaysia in the year of 2020, and according to Worldmeter, average of 500 barrels oils per month was produced by Malaysia in the year of 2021, which make Malaysia place 25th among the 127 countries that produce oil. Hence, the demand of expertise with chemical engineering background had increased to support the growth of petrochemical industries in Malaysia. If you're wondering how long that a chemical plant actually operates, the answer is normally a chemical plant or a petrochemical plant will operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year.
Hi everyone, my name is Azwan. Have you ever wondered how much chemical industry make? Is it 10 billion or a trillion? So let me tell you how much actually they make. The total global revenue of chemical industry was 394 trillion US dollars in 2019. This does not include the 1.44 trillion US dollars generated by pharmaceutical industry. Chemical industry hit a new high in 2014 at a total of 5.4 trillion US dollars worldwide. Almost 41% of revenue came from China alone as of 2019. China spent the most money on research and development (R&D) in the global chemical sector in 2017, investing over 14.6 billion US dollars, while the United States came in second, spending around 12 billion US dollars.
Hello everyone, I'm Antravika. In chemical engineering, we use many units in our calculation, for example, to calculate amount of chemical need in plant and other. So here, I will explain the most common unit that chemical engineers use. The first one is ppm. ppm is part per million. It also can be expressed as milligram per liter. This measurement is used to measure the mass of chemical or contaminated per unit volume of water. So, if you guys see the ppm or milligram per liter, it means the same thing. The formula to calculate ppm is mass of solid over mass of solution times 10 to the power of 6. Next is ppb, known as part per billion. ppb also can be expressed as microgram per liter. ppb is commonly used to measure the concentration for very small value. This notation, part per, is not in SI unit, but it to describe dimensionless quantity. The formula to calculate ppb is mass of solute over volume of solution times 10 to the power of 9. Then cubic meter and cubic centimeter. This is a standard SI unit to calculate the volume. It also can describe by the base unit of length. The formula is length times weight times height. Cubic centimeter convert to cubic meter can divide by 1000, while cubic meter to cubic centimeter multiply with 1000. That's all about common unit in chemical engineering, and I will pass to my other teammates.
Hi, my name is Lin Jingshen. You have seen the general and basic ideas that you may expect from chemical engineering. Well, if we explore it further, we will see how chemical engineers actually solve engineering-based problems with varieties of design processes. In the chemical or physical processing industries, chemical engineers will always need to modify and process the initial fixed substance before obtaining the final desired products. The modification process can be carried out physically, chemically, or even biologically at distinct and separated stages or operations. The term separation process is used to justify everything as a whole. Well, separation process happens in our daily lives. For example, when drying the clothes, evaporation takes place. Water vapor forms on the outer surface of a glass with cold drinks, indicating the condensation process, and also the natural property which makes the oil float above the water, forming two different layers. Some of the examples of separation process in processing industries include absorption, distillation, and extraction. If you want to study more about them, then please follow this YouTube channel for other videos related to separation processes. That's all for this introduction video. Thank you for watching.